Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make thumbnails like in my past few videos. So let me show you how. So first of all, you're going to want to open Blender. Now you want to grab your model. I'm just going to grab one off the internet. Okay, I've downloaded my file. Now you press open. So when you first open your skin, you should see your character like this. So it should be just gray. And you're probably thinking that this is a very bad model. But it's just because the texture is not there. So you need to go up to here, viewport shading. You need to press this button, and there we go. So your model should look like this now. So now you're going to need to model it. That takes normally a little bit of time, so I'm probably just going to time-lapse this. But you can also add in weapons, which I'm going to do right now. So I'll add in a weapon. I'll just download it from the internet. Okay, so I've downloaded my file. Now you just press append. You go up to object, copy these two files and press append. And there you go. There is your model. So now you just need to model it. Okay, I am done modeling now. So it is time for the world part. Do you need to switch it to world? Then you need to add in environment texture. Now you want to connect the color to the other color. And then you want to have an environment texture. So just download an environment texture online. Okay, so I have my environment texture into the environment texture place. So nothing should change, except when you switch to here, to viewport shading. So it should look like this when you originally do it, but you don't want that background. So you're going to want to go to the second, icon down, go to film here, and then down to transparent, and just press that. And there, it should look like this. So now it is time for your camera. So you press add, and then there should be a camera option right here. There it is. So inside of this box is whatever you're gonna see. So see, this is what the image is gonna look like. So you want to position this almost like you're modeling the character. You want to position this to the way that you want to show the character. Okay, so now that you have your camera in place where you like it, you're going to want to add emissions. So you're going to press add, and so you press mesh and then cube. Now you go to the scale tool, scale it down until it's like a rod. So you should have this rod looking thing in the background of the camera. So once you do that, you're going to want to go down here to the circle with like cubes on it. Then you're going to want to press a new material. Then you're going to want to pull this up again. Or actually, no. You're going to want to press shading. So you want to delete this. Press add. And then write emission. There's the emission. So the emission, you want to go to the surface. And you should see it turns white again. So change the strength. I normally set this to a 7. Now I copy this. Once you go back to layout, I copy this with Control C. Then you press Control V, and it should make a new one. Now you put it on the other side of your character. Then you go back to your emissions page, which is in shading. And for the second one, you change it to about a 2. Now if you go to shading, your shading tab, which is right here, viewport shading, should look like that. It's barely noticeable, but you can see there's a little, it's just a tiny bit better. So now you're going to want to, now make these background, like, cube looking things. You're going to want to make them invisible. So you go to visibility, and it should say ray visibility. You open that, and then untick the camera box, and there, it should disappear. Do that to the other one as well, and it should disappear. Now you need to go to your render settings. If you have a good PC, set it to 1200. That's just the quality, so it's going to make it much better. So now you want to go up to render, the render button up here. You press that, it should say render image. There. So it should show you this screen with like it loading in. Just wait for it to load in. Okay, so now the render right here is done. So you can press image, then it should say save as. You want to save this to whatever location. I'm gonna save it to my YouTube location here. So just, you can name this really anything. Just don't take out the .png. Okay, so you press save as, and there. So now it is saved. So now you're going to want to exit out of here, press save. Now go to Adobe and open Photoshop. So you're going to want to download a background from the internet, or you can just make your own. I'm going to download though, so I'll be back. Okay, so open the file that you just chose. And once you're done, grab your image that you rendered and drag it into Photoshop. So it should appear like this. And you're probably thinking right now, looks a little off. The sunlight isn't very correct. Like, it doesn't look very good. So you're going to want to add a mask here. So you add a layer. Then it should say create clipping mask. Now you want to set this to overlay. Grab your brush tool. And where the sun is coming from, you just want to paint. a little like this, and it may take a few tries. Okay, so your end result should look like this. So now you can just render it out if you want to keep it like this, or you can add text. I'm just going to keep it like this though.